I'm from the street car scene, so GDIRs, FG, F6s, turbos, that's my background. Still got all those cars as well, motorbikes, all that sort of thing. But what got me into it was my friends. They all sort of merged from the street car scene to their four-wheel drives. I bought a Hilux, built the thing, spent so much money on it, pretty much made it a weapon. Well, I thought it was a weapon anyway. Got ridden off. Someone re-ended us on the way back from the first trip we did in it, so started building a Land Cruiser. You know, that's where it all started. As a kid, I had a lot of uncles that were into their XY GTs, all the street cars, as I said, you know. And just from there, going over to their houses when I was young, doing all that sort of thing, you know, meeting up with them after school or after work, working on their cars with them, and then just slowly got older, got enough money to build my own car, and that's where it all started, man, yeah. So first four-wheel drive was actually a Pajero. It's a cheap $2,000 Pajero that we put light bars all over it and X-Rocks bull bars, and we did all that sort of thing. After the Pajero was the Hilux. That was the second four-wheel drive, and then after the Hilux I had the Land Cruiser. We actually went to Toyota to look at a new Hilux because that's what I had before. I thought about buying an N80, but wasn't really what I was looking at, man. It was probably too modern. I wanted something that I could touch and play with, whereas if you buy an N80, you can only do so much to it. There was nothing else on the market that had a basic platform like the Land Cruiser does, so that's what made me buy the 79, because it was just a basic canvas that I could do whatever I wanted to it. Yeah, so the first things we did were the portals and the coil conversion. They were all done pre-rego. The reason why we did that was because I wanted to use it off-road. It was meant to just be an off-road car. I've got my street cars, you know, for dailies, and then I just wanted to build this just for camping and four-wheel driving. So that was the main reason why we did that. After the portals and coils, we just kept on going bigger and bigger. We did suspension, bull bar work. It was pretty stock with the portals and coils, like exterior-wise. So we just kept on pushing to get things done inside, the interior, upgraded a few things in there. We did a bigger lift kit, canopy, tray. We did the exhaust stacks just for show. When I first built the car, we wrapped it from day one. So pre-rego, we wrapped the car. I just wanted it to protect it, you know, really, because when you use them off-road, they get scratched. So sick of buffing and doing all that sort of thing. So wrap it once a year was the idea. And yeah, it just comes up great every time. It looks like a brand new car when we wrap it. So the recent color was meant to be for my GDIR. The boys were like, nah, don't worry about that car, just do it on this one, you know, everyone will go crazy. So it's a deep space, that's what the color's called. You may see 40s next, because 37s are now becoming the standard thing in the industry, or you know, on Instagram and all that sort of thing. So I think next we're doing the 40s. Other than that, it's pretty much there, man. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do anything else to it. So when we first finished it, the day we got rego, we did orange. So we went with the pallet tray. After that, just built it up a bit and did the cape. I think I had about 4,000 Ks on the car. We did the cape. After that, we've done Melbourne High Country, a lot of the Blue Mountains, because I'm local, you know, Sydney, a lot of the Blue Mountains, maybe twice every month, you know, we were doing that. So yeah, I think just take it slow, like don't rush into buying the biggest and spending the most money. That's not what it's all about. Like we all started off with a shitbox, you know, like that's the whole point, but get a shitbox, have problems, have issues, and then eventually just work your way up to what you want to have. So if you want to fork out money for portals, all right, fair enough, you know. But at the end of the day, just enjoy it. Don't do it for the Facebook or for the Instagram. A lot of people miss that part. It's not for that. Just go out and have fun. So take it slow, that's my advice.
Make sure to stick around for part 2 dropping tomorrow, where we take a detailed look at the 79 and complete some challenges.
They say the definition of subscribe is to arrange to receive something, typically a publication, regularly by paying in advance. Please arrange to receive something, typically a publication, regularly by paying in advance by clicking the button below.